I'm Stephen, USSR Robinson, and you're watching Sport Icons. Papa!
Now, this is a fight that I was really looking forward to out of the whole card for Fury vs Wilder 3. It was this one, Frank Sanchez versus Ajagba. Two undefeated prospects, two huge punchers, and just going at it. That's what I was looking forward to. For me, I didn't really know who to pick to win. Both these guys have looked fantastic thus far. Yes, Ajagba, he has been hit to the deck before against Kaladze, but he got up and just absolutely brutalized Kaladze. So we know that Ajagba is a huge puncher. We know that Frank Sanchez, he's looked pretty much like he hasn't put a foot wrong so far in his career, but again, against the opposition that they've been fighting, if we're going to be fair about it. So for me, huge credit to both Ajagba and Frank Sanchez for getting this fight on. Now, I was expecting fireworks from the opening bell. I didn't think that this fight would go the distance. I didn't think that this fight was going to go past 3 or 4 rounds, to be honest with you, based on how they've both been fighting beforehand. But for the first 2 or 3 rounds, both of these guys were quite apprehensive about engaging, more so Ajagba. For me, I thought that Frank Sanchez was nicking the earlier rounds, but only just, because he didn't do too much himself. And it wasn't probably until, I want to say probably around about round 4, Frank Sanchez really started to show levels. And that's probably the best way to put it, where his footwork was exquisite. His movement, his speed, when he's throwing punches, they're like a cobra, just lightning from nowhere. You think he's about to move or do something else and suddenly pop. Frank Sanchez is almost a complete package. I mean, the Cuban Flash is a fantastic fighter. Let's make no mistake about it. He really is. And he's going to be a serious threat. He really is. But anyway, back to this fight. It was in round number 7, I think it was. Ajagba was starting to get a bit brave, coming forward, trying to walk down Frank Sanchez, and Frank Sanchez, with that lightning hand, just caught Ajagba, stumbled Ajagba a little bit. He followed up with a couple of not great shots, or at least it didn't look too big on replay, but Ajagba went down, he crouched down. Now, his gloves didn't touch the floor, and I don't recall his knee touching the floor, but Frank Sanchez followed through with a left hook, which then sent Ajagba down. Now, the commentators were saying, was it an illegal punch and whatever else? I mean, there's arguments to be had. For me, no, it wasn't, because his gloves didn't touch the canvas. Now, unless, of course, his knee touched the canvas, then maybe. But the referee, he didn't give Ajagba a count, but deemed it a knockdown anyway, and he didn't dock a point off Frank Sanchez. But Frank Sanchez just lightning, and Ajagba just couldn't live with him. That was the truth of it. Ajagba was just pretty much headhunting, was just looking for that one huge knockout punch. That's what it was that he was looking for. It wasn't looking for anything to put on a boxing display, even though at times he showed that he has a very good jab. But with Frank Sanchez, he'd throw a jab, throw a double jab, and then just follow through with a huge right hand. And a lot of the times it would land on Ajagba. And even though Ajagba did hit the deck, he's shown that he's got a pretty good chin. He really does. So I think that Ajagba can look back on this performance with a lot of pride. Now, I don't know what the official scores are. We're still waiting on that one. But for me, I thought that Frank Sanchez won this fight quite comfortably. To be honest with you, I mean, it was a 10-rounder. Could you give Ajagba 2 rounds? Maybe. But of course, with a knockdown as well, just put that way out of reach. And Ajagba just... I'm presuming that a lot of it is down to the amateur pedigree. We know that Ajagba had a decent amateur pedigree. We know that Frank Sanchez had a very good Cuban background. We all know about the Cuban amateur styles, but this wasn't really Cuban amateur style. This was just Frank Sanchez style, just very good at moving in and out the distance. Ajagba couldn't live with him. So in my opinion, while they still haven't had the scores yet, of course I'm watching on BG Sport, for me, Frank Sanchez won this fight quite handily. But as I said before, I think Ajagba can look back on this fight with a lot of respect, and he's still going to be a pretty heavy force in the heavyweight division. Nothing wrong with taking a loss. But anyway, huge congratulations to both of these guys for putting their undefeated record on the line. The fight didn't quite live up to what I thought it was going to be, but still, it was decent enough in spells, that's for sure. So for me, congratulations to Frank Sanchez. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.